Morning YouTube, it's Tin Man. So today, working on a Rossi Ranch Hand. I purchased this gun a while back on Gun Broker. Of course, bought it used, and when it got delivered, I did not do my thorough inspection like I should have. I completely thrown myself under the bus. And after the 10-day wait, of course, here in the beautiful state of California, took the gun home, left it in storage for a few weeks, decided to take it out to the range one day. And in doing so, noticed I had a little problem here. Namely, was missing a front sight. So in looking at it, it appears somebody has tried to take probably an oversized sight, just tried to force it in, caused some damage on the lip here on the dovetail. I've already worked this some with a punch. Of course, it scratched it up a little bit more than it was, but I rigged a angled file in here so I wouldn't over bend it. Tried to get it back down a little bit, and that's about what I've got it down to as of now. So initially took measurements on this. I planned on doing an oversized, or correction, aftermarket stock. I bought one from Marble and did not fit, so I went back to the original, just contacted Taurus and was able to purchase one of the original ones that belong in here. In doing research on this, I found that Taurus had put two different size dovetails in the Ranch Hand, which of course made it a little more difficult to figure it out, but I gave them the serial number for it, and they sent me out, like I said, this one, which is supposed to be the factory front sight. So in trying to get it fitted, obviously didn't get it down enough because there's still way too much movement in there to get a good sight picture, or correction, to keep the sight in place. So went on eBay, I found some shims, got some brass ones, kind of played with that, thinking I can shim this thing up and get a firm fit in there. So after a little trial and error, I found the 005 was the one that would do the trick. Cut it down to size here, and now I'm going to try to get this new front sight put in so I can actually use this gun. Though I typically would not use Loctite on a front sight, I'm going to put a little bit down, hopefully holding that shim in place while I drive this front sight in. So with front sights, I typically like to get where I can put it in about a quarter to a third of the way before it snugs up, which is where we have this one right now. Get the shim to stay in place. And let's go from there and see what we can get, if we can get a firm perch on it. So apparently the shim moved a little bit, which is kind of a bummer. You can see it out the other side, but I guess if I have a functioning gun, I'd much rather have that than worry about a little bit of brass sticking out the side. So now the angle of the camera looks a little bit off, but I think it's almost centered here. So again, the camera's off a little bit, but it looks like I got it nice and centered, and it seems like it's in there pretty secure. So hey, hopefully this works. I'd love to be shooting this gun with the factory sights on it. Again, see a little brass out the top, which kind of stinks, but hey, if it fixed a problem, you got to get creative sometimes when you're working on your guns. But hey, so I'll take this to the range later today, make sure this all stays in place. And hey, like I said, I've seen other people using shims, trying to get sights fitting in perfect. Looks like it did a good job here. So got a bad dovetail, hey, think about getting some shims to make the fit a bit tighter. And I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.